On brief. News, not opinions. The Ministry of Defence has admitted to 49 separate data breaches in just 4 years at the unit responsible for handling relocation applications from Afghans seeking safety in the UK. 4 of those breaches were already public, including the huge 2022 leak of a spreadsheet containing details of nearly 19,000 Afghans fleeing the Taliban. That incident was hidden under a super injunction until last month, when the High Court lifted restrictions. The information watchdog described it as a one-off occurrence following a failure to follow usual checks, rather than reflecting a wider culture of non-compliance. Lawyers argue otherwise. Adnan Malik, head of data protection at Barings Law, which represents hundreds of Afghans affected, said, "What began as an isolated incident, which the Ministry of Defence initially sought to keep from public view, has now escalated into a series of catastrophic failings. We urge the Ministry of Defence to be fully transparent. Victims should not be forced to learn the truth through legal action or news reports." The Afghan Relocations and Assistance Policy, ARAP, set up in 2021 to protect Afghans who worked with British forces, was formally closed in July this year. From the start, it was plagued by data security lapses. In 2021, over 250 applicants were exposed in emails, part of 3 incidents that month alone, leading to a £350,000 fine. Despite new rules like a 2 pairs of eyes review for external emails, failures continued. The 2022 spreadsheet leak, later judged potentially catastrophic, included names, contact details, and family information of thousands. When discovered 18 months later, the government argued lives were at risk and secured a gagging order. John Baines, a senior data protection specialist at Mishcon de Reya, said the 49 breaches were a remarkable number and questioned why stronger protections weren't in place. It is difficult to think of any information more sensitive than that which is involved with the scheme. 7 of the breaches were serious enough to be reported to the Information Commissioner's Office, ICO, though the watchdog has not taken action over the spreadsheet leak, saying resources were better focused elsewhere. Critics argue this raises serious questions about oversight. A Labour government source blamed Conservative mismanagement, saying new security software and procedures have been rolled out since last year. Since last July, we've brought in a host of new measures to improve data security, and we've made public the largest Afghan data breach which occurred under the previous government to allow for parliamentary scrutiny and accountability. A Conservative spokesman said the leak was an unacceptable breach of data protection protocols, adding that the priority at the time had been protecting people at risk. The MoD insisted it now treats data security as a priority. "We take data security extremely seriously and are committed to ensuring that any incidents are dealt with properly. All incidents that meet the threshold under UK data protection laws are referred to the Information Commissioner's Office. Please like, subscribe and comment below." 49 breaches in 4 years. Is this incompetence or a systemic failure putting Afghan allies in danger?